I've read a lot of weird flight logs. A lot. But the file on the Frame 183 incident, it's the one that honestly keeps me up at night. We're talking about data from 2017 that officially just doesn't exist.
Okay, wait. So this is that low-budget research satellite, right?
That's the one.
I was looking at the schematics you sent over. It's basically a brick with a lens. There's nothing to it.
Exactly. And that is the single most important constraint to remember here.
No thrusters, no stabilizers, no motors.
Zero. It was hard fixed. It had one job. Stare at the Earth, track clouds, and send back a picture every 90 seconds. It physically could not move.
So if the picture changes angle, the whole satellite has to be moving, but it has no engine.
Which is why the logs from week 3 are just impossible. For 21 days, it's boring. Standard curve of the Earth, standard clouds.
Right.
Then on day 22, the telemetry shows the angle shifting. Just a few degrees.
And I checked the impact reports on this. There was no debris collision, no solar flare, no vibration spikes.
Nothing. If something hit it hard enough to turn it, we would have seen a tumble, a signal dropout.
But the signal was fine.
The signal delay remained perfectly normal. And get this, by day 4 of the anomaly, the camera wasn't just drifting. It was actively turning.
Turning on its own.
The internal memos, which we're never supposed to get, outflagged this as intentional behavior.
That phrase, intentional. That implies an operator. But you can't remotely pilot a rock.
They thought maybe the feed was hacked. Someone playing a video.
But timestamps.
The timestamps matched the encryption keys. This is happening live. And then on day 29, it stops looking at Earth.
It just turns away.
Rotates 180 degrees. Faces deep space. Just blackness and stars. Until frame 183.
Okay, this is the eclipse. I'm looking at this still now.
You see it. Something smooth, matte black, and non-rotating just passes directly in front of the lens.
And it's huge. It blocks out the entire star field.
But that's not the terrifying part. The terrifying part is the final transmission, an 11-second clip. The camera pans back toward Earth.
But the perspective is, it's all wrong.
Completely wrong. You can see Earth, but it looks small, blue. So far away, the camera's peeking out from behind something.
The report says the Earth looks like it's hiding behind a structure bigger than continents. Bigger than the planet itself.
But if an object that massive was parked right there in orbit?
Gravity.
Yeah.
Mass equals gravity. An object bigger than a planet would have just yanked that satellite right into it. It would have thrown off the tides on Earth.
And yet, the orbital tracking data shows the satellite never deviated from its path, not by an inch.
That breaks physics. It means this thing was physically there blocking the view, but it had zero gravitational footprint.
It wasn't interacting with space-time the way matter is supposed to.
So the official story...
Signal anomaly, hardware failure. Unofficially, they killed the project in 48 hours, team reassigned, data locked down, and no one ever launched a follow-up to look at that spot again.
So we saw something looking back at us, and we just slammed the door shut.
Or we stopped looking because it noticed we were looking. But there's one last detail. In the metadata, the timestamp on that final frame.
What about it?
It was stamped 3 minutes ahead of real time.
3 minutes into the future. So it recorded the event before the signal could even exist.
Or it was transmitting from somewhere that time works differently.
That's terrifying. We didn't just find an object, we brushed up against another reality.
And that's where the file just ends. If this story messed with your head, we need you to leave a paper trail right now. Comment, I saw this.
Don't wait.
Like this deep dive before the algorithm hides it. And make absolutely sure you are subscribed. The next file we have is even darker.
And we need to know where you are.
Yes. Comment with exactly where you're watching or listening from. City, country. Prove you were here. We'll see you in the next one.